It's a new day here at Gov Fuller Field as the Falmouth Commodores and the Bourne Braves are about to face off. Welcome into Opening the Door. I'm Destiny Sanchez alongside Zach Serdenic and Matt Venezia. Last night was a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions for the Falmouth Commodores. They lost 11-10 against the Wareham Gatemen. Zach, what happened last night?
Well, things didn't start well for Falmouth, that's for sure. It was some rough innings. They gave up 10 runs in the first 4 innings. A lot of that coming unearned, 7 of those runs last night, unearned against the Commodores pitchers, but able to bounce back and continue to fight. And that was what was so encouraging for me watching that. Bottom of the 4th, they go and score 4 runs. Or bottom of the 3rd, 4 runs to get back in it. Then they give up 5. Fall down 11-5. What do? They come back and score 5 in the 9th inning to give themselves a chance, put the winning run on base. Couldn't get that last hit to drop, but really did a nice job of getting themselves back in the game and building some momentum towards today.
Now, Matt, this was our first time seeing the Falmouth Commodores in live gameplay. What were some things you noticed about the Dores?
Well, I mean, we know that this lineup is pretty capable. There's a lot of temporary players, and we're kind of seeing who's feeling each other out where. And a lot of guys jump off the stat sheet, but I'm going to talk about the bottom of the order that actually really, in the later innings, made themselves known, and that was Harrison Povey and Tab Tracy in that 8 and 9 spot for the Commodores. The two combined for 4 for 6. They had 3 runs scored, and Tab got credited with an RBI because he was a part of a stretch of 4 consecutive walks that included one guy coming in that 9th inning that the Commodores scored 5 runs in. So because they did their job, that allowed the 1-2-3 of Keelan, Martin, and Condon to do their thing as well. The 3 of those guys combined for 7 RBIs yesterday. So complementary baseball is very contagious. You have to be able to help each other out, and when you have a lineup 1 through 9 that gets on base and does what it's expected, good things happen. And the Commodores, 10 runs yesterday, only 1 of them was unearned, but they really worked hard for all those 10 runs, and I think have the best offense on the Cape through one day.
Now, moving over to the bullpen, last night we saw a few pitchers. Coach Landry seems to be testing the waters a little bit with the bullpen. Zach, what should we expect with this pitching matchup tonight?
Well, you've got Carson Montgomery on the mound out of Florida State. He was here for 1 game last year, went 4 innings, didn't give up a run. You love to see that. Went to Team USA, 2 more scoreless outings. So he's got experience in this ballpark and on a Commodores roster, but he's just got really good stuff. He's got a 5-pitch mix, and he'll use all those pitches. We'll get into it more throughout the broadcast, but he can really get it done. And on the other side for Bourne, it's the MAAC Player of the Year, Matt Duffy, or Pitcher of the Year, that was outstanding for Canisius and really can get it done in a lot of ways as well.
Now, Matt, looking over to our neighboring town, Bourne Braves, what should we expect from the Braves tonight here at Gov Fuller Field?
Well, it's a very small sample size, obviously. This is only the 2nd game of the year. But yesterday in Bourne's 4-6 loss against Brewster, Kyle Shojanaga stood out to me in the 6-hole 2 for 3 on the day. The first home run on Cape Cod yesterday across everyone was done by their leadoff hitter, Andrew Patrick, who only had that 1 hit to get the spark going for them, the first long ball across Cape Cod, as I just mentioned. But he's from Wright State. He does it all in that leadoff spot. And I'll tell you a little bit more about him in our open of the broadcast. He's our hidden and big player that we're going to look out for in this ball game for Bourne. So he can do it all on the bases. It's why he's in the leadoff role. So keep an eye on him and stick around for the broadcast to hear more about him.
Should be interesting to see the adjustments that are made coming into Game 2 of the 2023 season. This has been Opening the Door. We'll see you guys on the broadcast.